Indonesia, a nation made up of thousands of islands with a rich history that spans millennia. From ancient kingdoms to colonial rule, independence struggles, and modern-day democracy, the history of Indonesia is one of resilience, diversity, and transformation. This is the story of a country that rose from the shadows of the past to become a vibrant global presence. Long before European explorers arrived, Indonesia was home to powerful kingdoms. By the 7th century, the Srivijaya Empire dominated much of Southeast Asia, using its strategic location to control maritime trade routes. This was followed by the Majapahit Empire in the 14th century, which reached its peak as one of the largest and most influential empires in the region. Indonesia's early history is marked by the spread of Hinduism and Buddhism, evidenced by magnificent temples like Borobudur and Prambanan. The archipelago became a melting pot of cultures, religions, and ideas, setting the stage for the nation's diverse identity. As trade routes expanded, the 13th century saw the arrival of Islam through merchants and missionaries from the Arabian Peninsula. By the 16th century, Islam had become the dominant religion in much of the archipelago, shaping Indonesia's culture, traditions, and political landscape. Powerful Islamic sultanates, such as the Sultanate of Malacca and Demak, played key roles in establishing Islamic rule, leaving behind a legacy that persists to this day. In the early 16th century, European powers sought to dominate the spice trade in Southeast Asia. The Portuguese were the first to arrive, followed by the Dutch, who eventually established the Dutch East India Company and began a centuries-long period of colonization. The Dutch rule brought significant exploitation of Indonesia's natural resources, with vast plantations of sugar, coffee, and rubber being established. While the colonizers reaped the profits, the Indonesian people faced oppression and forced labor. The early 20th century saw the rise of nationalist movements. Leaders like Sukarno, Hatta, and others began to demand independence from the Dutch. The struggle for freedom intensified during World War II, when Japan occupied Indonesia and weakened Dutch control. Though the Japanese occupation was brutal, it also laid the groundwork for Indonesia's independence. Many Indonesians, frustrated by foreign domination, were inspired to push for self-rule. On August 17, 1945, Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta declared Indonesia's independence, creating the world's largest Muslim-majority nation. But the road to full independence was not easy. The Dutch attempted to reclaim their colony, leading to a bloody struggle for independence. After years of conflict and international pressure, the Dutch finally recognized Indonesia's independence in 1949. It was a hard-won victory that shaped the nation's identity and future. Indonesia's first president, Sukarno, was a charismatic leader who united a diverse population. However, his tenure was marked by political instability, economic challenges, and rising tensions between the military and communist factions. In 1965, a failed coup led to mass violence and the rise of General Suharto. Sukarno was forced to step down, and Indonesia entered a new era under what would become the New Order regime. Under Suharto, Indonesia experienced rapid economic growth, but at the cost of political repression and corruption. His authoritarian rule suppressed dissent, and opposition was crushed. However, by the late 1990s, economic crises and mass protests led to his downfall. In 1998, after years of economic mismanagement, the Asian financial crisis hit Indonesia hard, leading to widespread unrest. Suharto resigned, ending a 31-year rule and ushering in a new era of democracy. Today, Indonesia is the world's third-largest democracy, a rapidly growing economy, and a key player in Southeast Asia. Despite challenges such as corruption, environmental concerns, and social inequality, Indonesia remains a beacon of diversity, with over 300 ethnic groups, more than 700 languages, and a rich cultural heritage. From its ancient kingdoms to its vibrant democracy today, Indonesia's history is a testament to the strength of its people and the country's resilience in the face of adversity. Indonesia's story is still being written, a land of contrasts and unity, ancient traditions and modern innovation.